Check, check, checky, check, mic, check. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, troops, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the channel, Mark. That's me, my words, where we cover trading, traveling, and training. Here we are, 1st of April, and I'm closing down the channel. I'm not going to be broadcasting anymore. I'm going to delete all the content, and I just wanted to come live and let you all know. Ha! April Fool! April Fool's Day! Huh? Now I'm the fool because I've told you an April's Fool after lunchtime. That's how it works where we live. Anything after 12 o'clock, then you're the fool. So, anyway, I probably didn't catch too many people up. There we go. So welcome to this first hour of the trading session, the last trading day before the Easter break. So no trading tomorrow, Good Friday. Let's see what today brings. How is everybody doing? Hope you're all okay. If you are joining for the first time, please do hit the what's it called? Oh, the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Or give us a thumbs up, whichever it is. Not really bothered. I'm not begging. Right, so where are we at? First things first. This. Has everybody seen this? This breaking news about Futu in Hong Kong. User was informed to close out GME short position today due to failure to deliver. And then there's another one. There's another post. This is on Reddit, by the way. But it seems to have gone. So I'm not sure if it's been deleted by the mods or if I've just missed it as I'm scrolling. But basically, it seems that some people in Hong Kong who are short on... yeah, it's gone. Right, it was in here, so Rensol had it linked in here. It seems that some people who are short in Hong Kong have been told to cover or they will be liquidated. Where is it? I can't even find it now. Anyway, so I had a quick look. I'm trying to find... something. I can't find anything in the news anywhere. I did find this website, Futubol, which looks like their trading platform. And if you go in here, it's all in Chinese, but you can translate it. I don't need to translate it. I can read Chinese. There you go. That says just. That says 1 minute ago. Some numbers in there. No, but in all seriousness, I did translate this earlier. There you go. And I can't find anything in there. So whether it's just a message that they're sending out to people, I don't know. Is it fake? Is it real? This is where we're at now with this situation. Nobody knows anymore what's real, what's genuine, and what's what's fake. So I've spent a good 30 minutes trying to look for stuff, and I can't find anything that backs up this guy's claim that people are getting messages to say you've got to close out. But there are some pictures of people actually showing the messages that they've had and the exchanges that they've had with customer services. So if any of you guys, and I'm just reading what's on here, so I could be completely off the mark. Who knows? Let's get back onto GME. Why is he not on there? Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, what are we? 1 minute, less than 1 minute away from trading. So AMC and GME. I've done a few lines there just to extend from what we did yesterday. See how we get on in the first bit of trading. But again, is something going to happen today? There's a lot of talk about maybe there was a discussion about calls and puts some moving between calls and puts late yesterday, which could signal a bit of a sell-off. But there we go. We're open. We're opening at 193.50 thereabouts, down to 129. Sorry, 192. So we'll see what happens today. I do believe, you know, that there's going to be some more skullduggery going on before we get to the bottom of this, for sure. You know, and like I keep saying, we've just got to hold on. We're partners. A better player. As John McCartney once said, "Let it be." Do you mean John Lennon and Paul McCartney from the Beatles? A better player. I think you do. I might be wrong. Maybe John McCartney's some other singer, or that's a famous quote from somebody. But anyway, I get what you're saying. Exactly. Just let it be. We're passengers in this, you know. Bobby, what's up, my man? How are you doing? Squirrel, how are you doing, mate? Mike sounds good. Perfect. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the feedback. So yeah, we will see. You know, I think time is. I think the time's coming. There was. You're just playing around. I don't know. I don't know. I'm too slow sometimes. I've got coffee here. Try and wake me up. I've been out running this morning, and I've done a video for the van. I've been in. So I've had the van for probably about a month now, and I've only just today gone out and figured out how to wire in the telephone. So that, go and have a look at the video. I've done it. It's called App Connect. So basically, Volkswagen have put this interface in all their vehicles where you can plug your phone in, and all your apps, or all the apps that are transferable onto their interface, appear on your colour screen on your dashboard. So that's what I've been doing this morning. Then I went out for a run. I've had a pretty chill day today. In fact, after yesterday, I've got a bit of work to do later, but you know that's for an American client, so they're only just starting. So I'm quite blessed in that I can have the day to myself. So you know that's what I've been doing this morning. So go and check out that video if you're interested in what I'm up to with the van. And we'll sit here for an hour and watch this, and just see what happens. Sam's here. Hi, Sam. How are you? Are you still in CSCW? Let's go and have a look. Oh, quick update on the YouTube challenge. Look, Clovis has done me well. We're climbing. We're over $7. So we're in the green on Clovis, which is nice. Long may it continue. So we're getting back. We're recovering some of the losses. We just need AMC to pick the game up a little bit. There you go. Straight into a sell-off. Look. What a surprise. It's not though, is it? It's not surprising anyone. But anyway, this $10 to $10.50 range, you know, no problem. No problem. Like I said yesterday, all nice, healthy consolidation. So there you go. That's what I think. As long as we maintain this $10, I think we're absolutely golden on AMC until it goes. I think we're absolutely golden. Right, Microvision. Ooh, there you go. That's a pullback. Anybody in this? Let's get the fibs on. See where we're going. Where are we at? Yeah, we're coming. We're in that 50% zone. Look, so not too bad. You know, healthy. I would buy some, but I've got everything tied up in the YouTube challenge, and I don't want to sell. I could sell some Clovis now. It's in the green, so I could sell it and say, right, let's move on to something else. But you know, $8. It probably cost me more than that in fees to sell it. So. We'll just leave it for a bit. You know, you can't be in them all. But that's a nice little pullback. So if you are looking to get in, this might be just watch it for a little bit, see if it stays in that, you know, at that 50% mark at the lowest, and then you know if you're looking to get in, that for me is a nice little zone to be loading at. Sam's still in CSCW. What's he doing then? What's he doing today? Let's have a look at the broader market. Okay, not too bad. Green, green, green. Greeny, greeny, green, green. Right, CSCW. There we go. What's going on? But what? Oh. Oh yeah, because it's all down there, isn't it? There we go. What is going on there? There we go. So selling off a little bit, but you know, that's to be expected. People are sat in here, and actually, when you look at it, that's where it popped, and not too bad. Not too bad. So you're going to hold that, Sam, yeah? A lot of people have been watching Microvision, and I gave it to my mate the other day. I told him because he said to me, I covered it yesterday on the live stream, and I gave it to my mate as a tip, and he bought some. So he's happy. I've just spoken to him. He's in Qatar at the moment, and I've just spoken to him. So, and he's also bought some Clovis. He said, "Give me another one." So I've put him onto Clovis as well. So he's bought some Clovis. Not financial advice. That's just me as a mate saying this is what I've got. So none of it's financial advice. Let's do the disclaimer. So let's see. I'm holding the stock is heavily shorted. Which one, Sam? Microvision or CSCW? I think Microvision's probably heavily shorted. Look at that. That might be profit taking though from yesterday. People just selling off. But it's a lot. It's a big drop that in the first minute. Great airline, Qatar. Do you know what? I've never flown them. I've flown... my favourite airline that I've flown is Singapore. I've flown Singapore Airlines and Japan Airlines as well. They're quite good. See, that's gone below that 50% mark now. That's why I say you should always, have a bit of patience and sit and wait and see what happens. And see if it, starts to hold steady somewhere. Where are we at now? Have we got any support? A little bit there. Yeah, so there's some support there. Where it is now. Around that 1625 mark. We'll put a line in. And then if anybody is interested, they know roughly where they need to be. About there. So you've got some support there. Put it back on the 1 minute. And then just watch. See what happens. There you go, you see. It's bouncing off it. So if it maintains that, it should be quite nice. Should be quite good. Yeah, so the best airline I've flown is Singapore and Japan Airlines. They're quite good. Emirates is all right, but their fleet is a bit tired. And I used to be a frequent flyer with Emirates. I used to go from Europe to the Middle East and then out to Southeast Asia to Singapore area and back again. So I had quite a lot of air miles, and the company would never fly me business class. I was always flying economy, but because I was flying so often, I'd generally get upgraded for free. And the business class is nice, don't get me wrong, but it's tired. Those A380s, they're tired now. And it shows a little bit. So, but, and the staff, the cabin crew, they're just a little bit disinterested. It's almost like they've become a bit of a low-cost regional carrier. That's probably doing them a bit of a disservice, but that's what it felt like after, 20 flights on there. The cabin crew were more, leave us alone so we can stand in the galley chatting rather than, actually looking after the patrons. But there you go. That's just my opinion. Nothing wrong with them. I still fly Emirates. Good enough. But yeah, Singapore Airlines is different gravy. I really like flying with them. British Airways, believe it or not, I avoid them like the plague, and I'll tell you why. I was coming back from Houston, and it was a 10.5 hour flight from Houston, and as we were coming over Europe, they did let me have a look. Sam, AMC, let's have a look. Oh, it's gone below that $10. There you go. Right then, let's have a look. Where we at? Where are we at for our next level? $10. Wow, look at this. Huge sell-off. Shorting. There. It's about there. It's about where it is now. Let's put another line in. Pop that there. There you go. 9.79, something like that. Wow. That is... Whoa. Look at that, man. Stick that back on the 1 minute and see what it looks like close up. Oosh. That is ugly. Wow. Again, is this the last stand? Is this the last effort to get people to shake out a little bit? I want to see where we are. God, it's going, man. Look at this. Wild. Absolutely wild. Again, it's just, this is what annoys me, because how many times do we have to sit here? We've done it 4 or 5 times now on this live stream. How long do we have to sit here and watch this happening before somebody steps in and says, right, that's enough. That's enough now. It's time to start doing things the right way. I mean, I think it'll recover. I really do. And like I said, if we get above, stay in this $10, $10.50 range, okay, let's see. But they're going for it, look. What's the... So that'll be $1.20, won't it? So $10.20, $9.20, $9 there or thereabouts for the SSR. It doesn't seem to matter though, does it? What's the market looking like? You see, this is AMC specific now. You know how we've looked before and we've been able to see it's across the market, but this is AMC specific. So it is what it is. Sam gives us more time to load up. Absolutely, it does. So if you're looking for an in, that might have been it. That might have been it. 960, 957-ish. That's a big green candle. If we can hold that, that's bullish. If we can hold that, because that, stay up there. Right, there you go. That is called a bullish engulfing candle, where this body of this candle is bigger than the body of the previous red candle. That's called a bullish engulfing candle. So maybe, just maybe, that was the bottom. I've got no powder. I should have saved some and see. I could add to this. But I'm a bit reluctant to do so. I could put some more money in because I want it to be. I want to stay true to what I'm trying to do. And if you just add into it, it's artificial. It's not real, is it? I started with a $1,400 or whatever it was, £1,000 in English money, and I want it to be I want it to be genuine. So we'll see. But yeah, not not for the faint-hearted. But listen, we've been here before, haven't we? Everybody who's been in this stock has been here before. So, you know, you take it for what it is. And if you can't stand the heat, you get out of the kitchen. What's GameStop doing? Now they're going for GameStop, look. There you go. I knew this was coming today. So we were holding that, well, it's not hot, it's the descending level of support, so it was never good anyway. But we've broke through that. So let's see where this goes to. Next level of support on my Charteroony is 183. So we'll see, but they're going for it. Are they still going for AMC as well? No, that's levelling off a little bit. So there's a couple of minutes between you know, attacks, but they're straight out the gates at AMC. I suppose GME as well. Look at that. Look at that candle there. Who sold? Who sold? Huh? Was it you lot? Is it you lot selling? But this has been talked about on the Reddit forum that they're expecting this today because of how they were watching the calls and puts getting moved around yesterday. They think that that's a new way of how they're hiding their short positions. So people have called this. It was this guy Rensol. I tell you what, he's so good. This guy. Where's it gone? GameStop. He's actually called it. So, you know, this is what I do. I rely on these kind of things. It's in here. He did some link to it somewhere. Maybe it's down the bottom here. Anyway, it's there somewhere. There was some pictures showing how calls and puts had been moved around. So you could see how they were moving things around to affect the price. But this has been talked about. So maybe this is an opportunity to get in as well. You know, if you're looking to average down a little bit, AMC's kind of evening out a little bit now. Look, it's not so aggressive. Here we go. Here we go. See, we've just touched that level of support there, look. Let's see. Is anybody nervous? That's a nice recovery. That's a good candle, that. If that stays green up here, it's called a hammer. We want it to open up here as well to show strong buying power. No, just money, I'll make more. Exactly. You know, there you go. Called it. We called it, look. That's half and half that, okay? That's no winners really. Buyers just winning. But I like to see it opening up. I mean, if it opens here, better, you know. But that started as a red candle, so, you know, to finish in the green, that's not a bad minute, that. We shall see. We shall see. Volume compared to the selling, there's more buying volume. See, the selling's getting more and more. But that might be fake selling? Do you know what I mean? All those fake shares going into the system. So yeah, it is where it is. We're seeing some green. And it's just money, isn't it? There you go. That's a good one. If that, it opens up there, that's generally a bullish sign there. When you get an open above the close of the previous candle. So we'll see where that goes. Doesn't always play out, but these are things that I look for. We've come down, we've tested that support there. We might test that again. It wouldn't surprise me if we test that again at some stage today. But we talked about this as well on the live stream the other night where, have a look, see what goes on for the first hour or so before making a decision on when to get in or get out. So patience, don't rush into anything. What's Microvision doing? There you go. So that's holding, just about holding that 50% pullback area. So it looks dramatic. But in the wider context, it's not. It's healthy. Clovis, are you at $85 yet? No, but you're going up. Woohoo! Go on, Clovis. That's good to see. What's that? Well, the fund. It gives with one hand and it takes with the other, because what we're making in Clovis, a whole $10, we're losing a hell of a lot more in AMC. But it is what it is. We shall see. Got time. We've got time. And I know it's a cliche. I know there's people saying it on the internet and stuff, but I don't need to sell. I've got no reason to sell. I can hold these shares for the rest of my life and then pass them on to my son. So there you go, son. There's what have we got? 62 shares or something. 62 shares in AMC. And he'll go, "What's that, Dad?" "Oh, it's a cinema." "What's a cinema?" "Oh, it's where we all used to go together and sit down in a big room to watch a movie." "Really? You all used to do that?" "Oh, yeah, we did. We did back in 2021. That's what we did." Well, we tried to anyway, COVID aside. So yeah, we can sit and wait, isn't it? Patience, Don't get too distracted by it. Don't let it rule your life. Stay calm and just see where the road takes us. Any tickers? Anybody got any tickers that they want us to have a look at? Anybody got any tips? Any hot tips? Oh, by the way, I think in the description there should be a link to the Discord. Let me just move that across. Where are we? Stream. Analytics. It's not that. Is it in there? Yeah, there's a link to the Discord. So if you want to join the Discord, jump in there. There's a few people in there already. So, jump in, say hello. Again, no pressure. Only if you want to. Only if you feel comfortable. Just, trying to build something so that outside of trading, if people have, got some info or want to share something about a ticker and just stick it in there, So, we'll see. Right then. Sam, don't hold any GME. You don't hold any GME. Get off my live stream. What are you doing on here? Of course, I'm only joking. No. We don't discriminate here, so don't worry about that. My pen rai, as they say in Thailand. My pen rai. No worries. Thought by nature. Thoughty by nature. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the channel. Just bought more AMC or GME. Let us know. Lotus Society, hello there. How are you? What did you miss? A massive sell-off. That's what you missed. What should you not worry about? The massive sell-off. Don't worry about it. Look, We're holding steady now. And I say massive sell-off. It's not a massive sell-off, is it? You know, again, look at this. We've had this marked out for a few days. Where are we? Let me just put it on a 15-minute time frame so you can see that area of consolidation. Look, over the last few days. So we're just at the cusp of that, you know. But I'd like to be above this $10, but we've got all day to get there. So you know, no worries, no worries. That's what I'm trying to say. No worries. I'm not worried. And the thing is, if you are worried, then that is an indicator that you've probably gone in a little bit more than you should have done. And this isn't a lecture. I'm not here to tell anybody what and how to do with their finances, but genuinely, as a duty of care, you know, if you are worried, maybe just have a rethink about your risk profile. Now I sound like a financial person. Reassess your risk profile. But no, genuinely, you know, please just take on board what I say. Get in with what you can afford to lose and get out when you're happy with what you've made. Don't ride anybody else's hype train, because everybody's in the everything's in the different situation, aren't they? So that 978 area, you see how that's acting as resistance now. So what I'd like to see, the volume's died down again. What I'd like to see is a big candle. I mean, if we get little ones and go up incrementally, there you go. What I'd like to see is a big push which shows, you know, a real concerted effort to get back above there. And that's what it's all about. Again, that's not a bad sign. If that holds, you know, we're above there now. Let's see. It's coming back down. But let's see if we can start clawing our way back. We've got all day. We've only been trading for 27 minutes. So, you know, there you go. Right, what else? Who have we got here then? AMC at least been at $30 before, even if it gets there 4 or 5 years from now, I'm good. Exactly. You know, everybody's saying, oh, squeeze, but even, and it's the same for GME, you know. I mean, obviously they're going through that transformation process now where they're going to change the business and they're going to move away from brick and mortar, and which AMC can't really do. You know, you if you're a theatre chain, you're a theatre chain, and you know you can't really go online. You can stream, but then you're walking into a wall of competition. So, you know, but even before this happened, even before COVID, you know, it was trading okay. If you look at their books, they were earning more than they were spending, which is on a very, very basic level. That's the philosophy of running a business, isn't it? Earn more than you spend, you know. So I run a small business, and that's what it's what I try to do. It's not always possible, you know, but that's the ultimate goal, is to earn more than you spend, and they were doing that before. So, you know, I think for me that shows how out of touch some of these hedge funds and the people that run the hedge funds are, you know, because they just, okay, they're focused on the business and the company. AMC, it's dying, you know, it's brick and mortar. People don't go to the cinema anymore. People are streaming, you know, it's going to go. So let's short it. I understand, and I see that side of it. And I'm not defending them in any way, shape or form, because I don't like companies that short other companies. You know, I just don't. I don't get it. I don't agree with it. But what they don't account for, and this is where probably for me some of their arrogance comes in, is they don't understand what these businesses mean to everyday people, because they're not everyday people. You know, as much as you try and tell people I'm just an everyday regular Joe, you're not an everyday regular Joe if you own 3 yachts, 5 houses, you've got $3 billion in the bank, you know, and you eat you eat caviar for breakfast. You're not you're not a regular Joe, so you can't gauge sentiment. I don't believe you can anyway, because you quickly forget, you know, about people's feelings, and especially when people feel attacked as well. You know, people band together like we are doing here. You know, everybody's banding together, and it's bringing people together from all walks of life for a common cause. And the cause might not be AMC, and it might not be GME. It's the cause of fairness. And, you know, how many times have we heard it over the months that this has been going on, where people say, I always thought the stock market was for rich people. You know, because of exactly this, because people were going in like you and me with a few dollars, you know, and just watching it dwindle away and think, well, how does that work? How am I buying stocks in the same company that these big companies are buying stocks in, and they're making millions, and I'm losing my money. How does that work? You know, so I think that's what the cause is for a lot of people, is not although AMC and GME are at the forefront of it, it's a wider thing. That's my opinion of it, and that's just you know, a basic human observation and a basic human trait in life. When you feel like you're being attacked, you know, you do get that, you know, the shirt goes, you get that little puff in your chest, and you're like, hang on a minute, you know, and all it takes is for a few people to feel the same, and then you start gathering some momentum. And that's what's happened here, because there's people invested. If this wasn't happening, I'll be honest, AMC and GME are not stocks that I would be looking at, because I prefer other sectors. You know, I've been working in oil and gas for the last 13 years, so I like the energy sector, and you know, I'm not a gamer, so I don't. I know what GameStop is. I know it's a shop, and it's probably, in my mind, it's probably the shop where you go and sell your old games, and they give you like $1 for them. You know, even if you you know, they're worth $10, they'll give you $1, and then they resell it for $9 or whatever. Fair enough. Listen, not. I don't know enough about GME's business, but what I'm saying is, I wouldn't necessarily have got in on these stocks if this wasn't happening. And I don't think I'm alone in that. And that's just me being completely open and honest. You know, everything I know about these stocks is through the due diligence that I've read that other people have done. And then obviously cross-checking it and going and verifying it. But I've relied heavily on other people. And I'm glad that I have. And, you know, if I can put something in that contributes to a cause that makes a change for a wider audience, I'm all for it. Really, I am. You know, that collective spirit. So, you know, there you go. That's my take on it. And I think these hedge funds they've lost sight of how people feel, the sentiment, which is, you know, a really important thing. And I've spoke about watching people and listening people and reading body language, and, you know, reading what people say and trying to understand the message, because it's easy to say the words. Try and understand what the meaning is behind it is where you'll find out what the real message is. So, you know, that's my take on it. Right then. The elites have been trying to separate us common folk, keep us divided. Exactly that. Exactly that. And they are. You're right. They're creating a common enemy. Absolutely. Because there's the old saying, we have it in the UK, and I'm sure it's widely used and known across the world. We say, if you kick one, they all limp. And that basically means if there's a group of you, like there's a group of us, if you attack one, you attack everybody. So if you kick one, you kick everybody. You know, and I think this time, if this with the global exposure that this has had, okay, it's gone quiet lately. I've noticed that it's not getting much media. They're trying to keep the lid on it a little bit. But I think if this doesn't change the system, I don't know what will. I really don't know what will. because eventually people will just go back to their lives and go, well, we tried, and that's what they're trying to do. That's genuinely what I think they're trying to do, is to beat people down so much that we just all give in and say, right, well, that's that then, back to the old routine. And then they just crack on doing what they've been doing and getting rich while we're left at the bottom, picking up crumbs, if you like, looking for our little gains like we get on the old Clovis. What are we doing? Yeah, $8.40. So it is what it is. That's my opinion on it. Talking about energy, what do you think about green energy? I'm super positive about it and was wondering if you knew about any stocks. Lotus Society Green Energy. I have to admit, I know it's going to happen, and the contacts that I've got, it's happening. The big super majors. There are actually green energy transformation teams at an executive level in place. But I think the fossil fuel will go on for a lot longer than people think it will. And green energy, although it will happen, I don't think it's going to happen as quick as people expect it to or want it to. And that's not me being nostalgic and, I've been in oil and gas and that's where I think it is, because I'm happy for it to change. Really, I am. I don't mind whether we're using green energy or fossil fuels or whatever. I'm happy to go whichever way it goes. But I think from what I'm seeing and, from what I know of the industry and the projects that are being awarded and the money that's being spent, it's not going to be a quick transition. So probably not even in my lifetime. I think we'll still be going through that process in another 30 years' time, simply because there's too many people and too many countries that have got too much to lose from that transfer. So I think it will be a transition that happens because it has to, rather than people want it to. So that's my opinion on it. And on that side, any green energy tickers? No, I haven't, because I've not really looked into it yet. But what I'll do is I'll start looking into it and see what's going on. Speak to a few friends, see if there's anybody out there that's got any hot tips for us, and I'll have a look at it and I'll share it with you. Discord link is not working. Right. Let me have a look. Discord, where are you? So, invite people. No. There's my Discord number. And I'm not sure if that's enough for people to jump in there. But that's the username I've got and the number. And then what I've done, again, I'm really not a techie person. So Squirrel was in here the other day. He was helping me set it up. And I've created a server, a Mark My Words server in there. So, if you jump onto that username, and then if you invite me or I invite you or something, we'll get there. We'll get there, I'm sure. But Bobby's in there. Is Bobby still online? Bobby's in there. Squirrel's in there. I'm in there. Omar's in there. So, there's a few of us in there at the minute. It'd be nice to have some more in there. Lotus sent me a friend invite. Right, here we go. Pending NVM incoming friend request. What do I press? The X? I press the... No, I'm joking. Press the accept. Right, you're in. Now, how do I get you to... how do I get you to the old server? Invite people. NVM. Aha! Hang on. I've sent you an invite to the Mark My Words server. There you go. So if you want to join the Discord, use my I'll put it up here. Look, I'll change. If I change this, can't you edit that? Can't I edit my hang on. Discord. There we go. So I will put that at the top. And then if you want to join, you want to jump in, send me an invite and we'll get you in there. No problem. No problem. Learning as we go. We're learning as we go. Anyway, so yeah, let's use that as a little place to share ideas with. I'm all about that. Obviously, I'm in Europe, so don't be pinging me in the middle of the night. I do get grumpy if I'm woken up. I'm joking, by the way. Right, here we go. Bit of a recovery look. So it wasn't all bad. Now we're back in that consolidation. Nice channel. Pushing back up to $10. Happy days. What did we say? Patience. Have some patience. And then we are sitting pretty. Where are we looking on GameStop? Again. There you go. Look at that. We're in the green. We're in the green on GameStop. Who'd have thought it after that shocking start? But look, we held that. We held that support at 184. Happy days. Very, very good, troops. Positive. Microvision, what's happening there? Not too bad. Could be. I mean, you see, now you want to be watching. Where's it going? Where's it going? We are getting there. So what are we? 45 minutes in there or thereabouts. I need some H2O. The elixir of life. I keep telling my son, get me the H2O. What's H2O, Daddy? Water. Why is it called H2O? Don't know, son. I'm not a scientist. Yeah, Lotus, good question. Talking about learning, I'm just 23 and honestly know very little about stocks just yet. Listen, I've said this before. I only started trading 2 years ago. I'm 45. So you've got 20 years head start on me, mate. Let me put it that way. And in terms of learning, what I did was I wrote a list of questions that I wanted to know. Like, how do I trade on the stock market? Basic stuff like that. How do I do due diligence? How do you read, financial documents and stuff like that? And it's a time thing. You've just got to take your time with it. And the thing that I encourage is acceptance at the very beginning that you'll never know everything, because there's so much out there. Especially with things that are changing, like, there's ETFs, there's SPACs, there's cryptocurrency, there's, EV market, which is all coming in. So, you've got to, I've said this before, I've mentioned this before, the Kaizen approach, which is a Japanese philosophy of breaking big things, big tasks down into small chunks and doing it one step at a time. And that's what I encourage, absolutely. The thing that I focused on first was reading about companies, and really trying to understand the financial side of things. And like I said earlier, the basic thing for me is is a company earning more than they're spending? And if they are, you're not far wrong. It's not a bad place to start. Dividends. Look at companies that pay a dividend, because generally, you can make some easy money if they're paying dividends. And then this is what I really like, is doing the charting. I've found that of all the things that you need to consider, this is what I like the most. And I don't know if it's because I'm a little bit OCD by nature, and I like to look for patterns, and I think that I'm quite good at spotting patterns and trends. And I'm a visual learner. I've known that for a very, very long time. There's different types of learners in the world, and I'm a visual learner. So I learn by seeing and doing. And the charting stuff I really enjoy, because one, it's a challenge for myself when I'm plotting these lines, and I'm thinking, oh, is this going to hold? Is that going to hold? Which way is it going to go? And then you see that actually you're getting it right. You bounce off there, you bounce off there. Let me put the GME up, because that's a little bit more. There's a few better examples on there. You're putting these lines on, and you're trying to spot trends and stuff. That's what I like. That's what I like doing. And for me, I can see, like, whether it's just because I've been doing it for a while now, or whether it's just because naturally my eyes are drawn to things, and it doesn't always work. It's not 100% accurate. It's an art, not a science. So where I have lines, people might say that's a load of rubbish, Mark. This is where I've put mine. Hey, it's subjective. There's no hard and fast. There's basic principles, but there's no, this is definitely the right way to do it, or that's definitely the wrong way to do it. Because people, for me, I like watching the 1 minute chart, because I like that, that by the second movement. There you go. We're back over $10 now. Back over $10, which is good. And it's been, it's a healthy push as well. So we'll see where that leads us today. Clay Trades. Is that Clay Trader? He's the guy that he gets a lot of hate on StockTwits, because I think he's known for backing short positions. I've watched him. Listen, I don't discriminate against anybody. This morning I was watching, or this afternoon as it is here, I was watching Uncle Bruce for a little bit, and I've had some comments on that video. There's some people saying, "Oh, you're just bashing and this, that, and the other." I'm not. I still watch these people. Really, I don't discriminate. I'm all about learning. So, take from that what you will. Right, where did I learn the charting stuff? Right, this guy. If I go onto YouTube, I'll put him up. I've mentioned him before. What, your poo tube? What's that? My son would like that. What's that, Daddy? Poo tube. I think it's TEO. Rainer Tao. So I've mentioned this guy before. Rainer Tao. Million subscribers, so it's not a secret. Plenty of people know about him. Go and check this guy out.
Most common color is green.
Sorry, he does all these. I've done a video on this as well. So, he does all these little bite-sized videos. He trades forex. He does trade forex, but the principle is the same. So he's really good, and again, this isn't a plug for him, but I bought his book because I like to invest in myself. If I'm going to be spending money, and I like something tangible as well. You can sit and read on the internet all day, but I like to take a book out with me. So his book is called, well, he's got a few, but this is one I got. Price Action Trading Secrets. I don't know if you can see it. I'm sure you can. Trading strategies, tools and techniques to help you become a consistently profitable trader. And he does, he talks about all the different patterns and, what to look for and all this sort of stuff. So really, really, and it's easy to understand. He breaks it down really, really well for people, So again, that's my style of learning is seeing and doing. So yeah, 100% fully endorse this guy. Not that he needs my endorsement with 1 million subscribers and 4 million, 2 million, 2 million views on his videos. He doesn't need my endorsement, but there you go. For what it's worth, FWIW for what it's worth. That's where I got the charting stuff from. And generally, it's done me well. Could you type the name of the book? Yep, I can. Here we go. Price Action Trading Secrets, and it. I ordered it on his website. I think it was like $14 or something, including shipping. So he's in Singapore, but whoever prints his book, they do it in America. So it came from America. So you guys probably get it relatively quickly because it's just you pay your money, it goes for print, and then it's delivered to you. So that's a book that I enjoy, and again, I don't see it as investing in him. I see it as investing myself. I posted on Discord, but we'll post here too. Hang on. The everything short, the bombshell that might collapse. Right, okay. I've not seen that video, but what I'll do, the everything short, the bombshell that might collapse the global market, I'm assuming that says. Andrew Mo Money. Yeah, listen, I will watch that this afternoon in between this stream and the next stream. I'll watch that, and then if you're back later, this isn't just like click, you've got to come back later. But if you're back later, I'll watch that video and I'll try and see what's going on, and see what it means, and then we can talk about it later. I've looked into trading Forex. It's open more than the regular stock market. Weekends are brutal for waiting. I've mentioned this a few times, haven't I? The weekends. And not only that, it's a long weekend this weekend. So we've got 3 days to wait, not just the regular 2. But there you go. It's what I'm glad it's not just me. This must be one of those unsaid things between traders. Everybody suffers the same, but nobody wants to bring it up in conversation. Because you think you might be the only one, and you don't want to look like the desperate gambler. So let's. Well, yeah, I know what you mean. Forex. I've got a mate who lives in the UK, and he's a Forex broker. He's really up to speed on it, but I don't tend to get involved in it that much. I prefer the stocks like this, but the only real Forex. No, I've not traded it. What I did do was I sold a house last year, and I sent the money back to the UK because I knew that Brexit was happening, and I knew that the pound was going to gain in strength this year. So I sent the money to the UK, and now I've made probably 6 or 7% on what I sent over. In what we're in now, 1st of April. That's in 4 months. So that's quite nice. But the day-to-day trading for Forex, no, I don't really get involved in it. And again, it's not because I'm not interested in it. I just you can have your finger in too many pies, and then that's when you get burnt because you end up taking your eye off the ball, and you end up missing things, which is why I try not to have too many positions open at the same time, because you can't watch everything. you know, and people have real lives. You know, I've got you know, my regular business to take care of, and I'm blessed and I'm fortunate that I can take time out to do this, you know, this streaming thing, and the YouTube videos. But people have real lives, you know, and day trading it's all about being sat at your computer. You have to be sat at your computer for the entire session, pretty much, watching what's going on. Because if you're just scalping for, you know, pennies, you know, you've got to be sat there, or else you can miss it pretty quickly. So yeah, that's where I've learned most of the stuff. The forex I've not really got into. But yeah, green energy. I'll take a look at that. I'll write it up on the board. Green. I've seen in the chat that there's some ETFs, so I'll have a look at some and see what stocks are inside them, because I might know some of them. Green energy. What was it? Oh, that Andrew Mo Money video. I'll have a look at that, and then we'll see where we are. MMED, let's have a look. Mind Medicine Inc. Is it on here? Oh. No, is it OTC? Let's have a look on TradingView. It might be on there. Mind Medicine Inc. There we go. A lot of them. Must be that one. Stock OTC. There we go. Let's have a look. What's going on here then? What's occurring? Let's start trading there. There. Some bar charting there. I was just about to ask, what is it, MMED? A psychedelic stock. It seems they will revolutionise mental health. First one. Med stocks are hard to gauge. They are. So what? So this is. Is this? So now, Lotus, you can educate us. Do a 5-year view. Let's have a look. Where are we? Down here, 5 years. Ooh boy. $5 at peak. Oh, let me go on to the other one, because you said it was the first one. Canadian, yeah? On the Canadian market. We got a high of what? 647. Check the NAO. Okay. Yep, we're on there. 647 the high. Anyway, you educate us. You educate us. So when you say psychedelic, is it this? I've read somewhere about these people who do it's called microdosing. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? It's not showing everything. No, this goes back to March last year. But yeah, I've heard about microdosing. I'm wondering if that's the same thing. Sam's telling us AMC's recovering. It is, look. Nice. There you go, the sell-off, and we're back. We're back in the channel now. So I would say we can watch that for a while, and then we're comfortably back above $10, $10 to $10.50. Happy days. Back in that consolidation area, nicely. GameStop, same. Put it on the 1 minute. Not too bad. You see that? There's the resistance line from that I've drawn up from the high. There. So that's from the high on Tuesday. So we've got a descending level of resistance, which we keep testing. Look, we've poked our heads above it a couple of times. Once today, but that's going to come down. Maybe it'll use this support line, and we filter right down to here, you know. But we're trying false break there, but we're getting there. We're testing it, which is good. Because you keep testing it, eventually you'll go through. And we've tested this support now, again. Creating medications for mental health using mushrooms, LSD, ketamine, MDMA and that stuff. Not the actual use of the drugs, but creating... okay. Microdosing gets the squirrel of approval. There you go. Not for you to get high, only the medical benefits. Of course, we don't advocate illegal use of illegal substances on this channel because we've never done it. But yeah, I understand. Okay, so they're creating. I know in America they're trying to deal with the issue that they've got with opioids. Is it opioids? Opioids abuse or something like that. I've read about that before. I think it's opioids, opiates or something. I think that's what they call it. So I've read about that. But anything that helps with mental health gets my seal approval, simply because of the PTSD that people suffer from, from traumatic events. It's an issue which is close to my heart, coming from the military. So, anything that can be done to support that. And I think, do you know what? Now might be a good time to get in those kind of stocks, because I can see the future because of, this pandemic, and there's going to be a little bit of a mental health crisis. I think we're already starting to see the green shoots of it in Europe. There was a tragic news on the British press the other day where some 15-year-old kid had gone and committed suicide because he couldn't take it anymore. Missed his friends, missed school, missed hanging out, missed doing what teenage boys do, and unfortunately took his own life. So I think it's only going to be, there's going to be a market for it, that's for sure. So... still doing trials, but if everything goes right, talking about 10 times gains. Yeah, there you go. If I pop on Discord, I have a friend, not me, that's some good stories about some of those drugs. Yeah, me neither. Don't know anybody. It's not me. Yeah. We're all in denial here. We never did nothing. So yeah. Pop yourselves onto the old Discord. Again, it's from what I understand of Discord, it's a room where you can just chat openly and freely between each other. So there we go. Right, I'm gonna have a quick look at Clovis. Yes, Go on, baby. She's climbing. She's alive. Look at those big green candles there. That's what. Is it halted? No. There you go. Come on. Right. I'm gonna see if I can put a resistance line in here because where is it? Where is it? Oh, we're right on the cusp of one there. Look. You see? I'm too good at this. I've got one in there. So there isn't really much. Maybe there. Let's put another one in there. Oh, why do you keep doing that? There, look. We'll put one in there. It's 727. It's about there. Again, this is an art, not a science, guys. You know, it's nothing. It's just what I see. So, you know, there's a touch point there and there's a touch point there. Let's get rid of the fibs because that run up left. That's gone. You see, there's touch point there, touch point there, touch point there. So for me, that's good enough. You know, there's one there. And again, it's not exact, but it's there or thereabouts. And that's where we're at with the price action right now. So, you know, if we break that, we're on to the next level then, which is that 740 something. Yeah, 742 mark. So happy days. Clovis, keeping us all alive. Yeah, you see, we've touched it there. We've spotted it and touched it there. So that's the next level of resistance for the old Clovis. We are looking at 723. So a couple of cents away. But it's a gain. We are in the green. What's the market looking like? It's turning a bit red now. Got a little bit more red on there. BioCryst is another one that I'm in. That's red. Oh, that's been hit again. Look, this is heavily shorted as well. But I believe in the longer term of this company. So I've got some in there. I think my average is. Let me just check so I can be clear with you guys exactly what I've got. Is that the right page? Yeah. So I've got this on another platform. So I've got 356 at $10.83 average. So I'm slightly down. But it is what it is. You know, that's for me, that's a long-term hold. A long-term hold. So I'm not concerned about that. Right. Where are we with GME? What are we doing? 189.5. Okay. Happy. Not too concerned, and we'll see what happens with that that area, that descending level of resistance. But a good recovery, really, for both, for AMC and GME. And it looks like now we're into that regular, what are we, an hour in? Yeah. We talked about this, always, you know, have a look at the first hour and see, you know, see what's going on. Don't rush to jump in. I mean, if you caught it here, fantastic. You know, you're up already. Microvision, what's that doing? That's holding, you see. Oh, it's 61.8. It's a little bit more than I'd like to see, to be honest. But at least it's holding there. It's consolidating in there. So see what happens with that. Yeah, so we'll see how the day goes. Not just the current crisis, but the government spends billions with mental health that is simply not helping. They're talking about this as an alternative. They do. Do you know what? I see it in the UK where, we're putting this money into this scheme and that money into that scheme, and it doesn't, you know, it very rarely makes it through to the people who need it. I better play my military records clean. What did you serve in? Army, Navy, Air Force? Only if you want to. You don't have to put it on here if you're not comfortable. It's a cannabis ETF. It says 2 times bull. What does it mean? The ticker is HMJU. It was around 400 some years ago. How this happens? I got in at 15. It's currently on 35. HMJU. Let's have a look. HMJU. Not on there. Is it on here? On Neo Lotus as well, yeah? Holy shoots, Batman. What's going on here? Woo! Wow. Look at that. What was that little, what's the news on it? Oh, well, that doesn't look like that doesn't look like news for this ticker, does it? That's interesting. What did you say? It says 2 times bull. What does it mean? I honestly do not know. I honestly do not know, to be honest. What I'll do is I'll write it down. I'll put it on here. And I'll have a look. And I'll see if I can find something out about it. Yeah, interesting. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, it's a fall from grace, that's for sure. But it looks like it's picking up again. So if you got in at 15 and it's 35, there you go. Good pick. Good pick. Navy. So you were a skimmer. If you're on a ship, we call them skimmers, and if you're on a sub, we called them something else. But the Navy, the British Navy, the Royal Navy, they used to call us soldiers. Their nickname for us was Pongos, because they used to say wherever the army goes, the Pongos. Squirrel, I bought Mara at the peak. I suck at this sometimes. Do you know what, Squirrel? You're doing better than me, mate, because I suck at this all the time. All you've got to do is look at the YouTube challenge. There you go. So we're all in the same boat, mate. Don't worry. Don't worry. Mara, what's going on with that? I've heard about that one. Let's have a look. Marathon. See, I know these. I know Marathon Oil. Marathon Digital Holdings. That one, Squirrel, yeah? Have a look. Oh man, I hate it when it does that. It's on the up, Squirrel. It's on the up. Is that the one? That's that Bitcoin miner. Oh yeah, you mentioned that, yeah, in the Discord. Aha. Somebody asked me to do something, Mara versus Riot. So I don't know what Riot do. Do they do something as well? They asked me to have a look at it, and I never did. Riot blockchain. Aha. Similar. I need to have a look at those two. Supposed to increase from 10,000 to 110,000 miners this year. I did read though somewhere, and I can't remember where it was, but I did read there's going to be, or there's potential for there to be a bit of a pushback against these miners because because of the impact they're having on the climate. Apparently, they use a lot of energy to run these mining systems. Again, I don't really know too much about it. It's just something I read in passing. So that might be something just to keep in the back of your mind when when you're doing your due diligence, is to read about these things. Yeah, but no, go and get a job there, Squirrel, and then you can tell us whether it's worth investing or not. Do it for the cause. Do it for Mark My Words. Oh, so I did read it right then, and they've actually got their own power plant. There you go, fossil fuels, fuel in the future, with outdated technology apparently. Sorry about that. I should mute the microphone when I'm drinking. It's a bit rude, isn't it? But right, guys, I've got to shoot off now. I've got some things to do, and I think now we're just going to go into this holding pattern. It looks like things have calmed down a little bit. The usual excitement of the first hour is done and dusted. So I'll keep an eye on it, and we'll see what happens throughout the day. I'll be back for Power Hour just before the start of Power Hour. So if you are around, do drop by. Lotus, I'll try and have a look at those things, mate. The HMJU, and I'll watch that Andro Mo Money video when I get a moment, and try and see if I can work out what they're saying and put it into a little bite-size opinion piece, and we'll see. We'll have a chat about it. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. I really, really, really appreciate it. I know that there's, you've got your own things to be doing, and there's a plethora of people you could be sat watching. So I really do appreciate it. Again, if you want to join the Discord, just drop your invite in there or whatever it is. If you don't, happy days. Happy to chat on here. And I'll see you all for Power Hour. Have a great day, troops. Take care of yourselves. Cheers.